the youth today, in the context of the topic that we have today, in the contemporary society, the need for having a living ideal like Sister Thakur Anupam Sharma. What is that need? When the youth today are going astray, they have deviated from the path, they have gone and moved away from their destination. What is the need to have an ideal at the center of your life? Who can bring you back on the path? Who can bring you back on the direction? Who can take you back to the destination? That's only one personality, a living ideal. I met a friend of mine who came back from London after spending about 10 years in the United Kingdom. He told me, "Hey Surya, I have been trying to give up smoking for the last 10 years. I could not. I went for many rehabilitation centers. I went to the de-addiction centers. I went for counseling. Nothing happened. I have concluded that I cannot give up smoking." I told him, "I am the disciple of Sister Thakur. Come to satsang. I will show you hundreds and thousands of people who used to be drunkards, who used to be alcoholic in their life, who used to smoke, who used to do all kind of mistakes possible. They have given up smoking. They have not taken a drop of alcohol after that." He said, "How? What has made that possible?" I said, "Just one thing. Attachment to the love center. Attachment to a love center." They came in contact with Sister Thakur. They came in contact with Sri Godda. Many of them came in contact with Acharya Dev Sri Dada. Many of them came in contact with Pujaniya Babaida. Just their attachment to the love center. They gave up everything. All the bad habits, all the bad deeds, all the misdeeds they were engaged in their past life, disappeared from them, moved away from them, and they have never gone back to that life again. That was the power of love center. That is the scientific basis of giving up all bad habits. Moving in the path of transformation is only love center. No amount of counseling, my dear friend. No amount of, any number of visits to a de-addiction center, to a rehabilitation center will not help you remove your addiction. Just an attachment to the love center will make a tremendous difference, and you cannot believe what has happened in you. Just an attachment. The famous magician B.C. Sarkar came to Sister Thakur Rinpoche and he said, "Thakur, you don't have a beard. You don't wear saffron clothes. You don't even look like a sadhu. You look like a family man sitting in bare body. Do you have any miracles?" That is one question that's ringing in my mind. Sister Thakur said, I am illiterate man. I have very limited knowledge. What kind of miracle I can show you? But please go to the satsang kitchen, Anand Bazaar. Go and meet Jageshwar Jha there. Have a conversation with him. So P.C. Sarkar Jr. goes to the Anand Bazaar, the public kitchen of satsang, and he finds one man holding two buckets in his hand, and he is serving prasad to people. And he stopped him and said, "Thakur has sent me to you. And I have one question. What is the miracle of Sister Thakur Rinpoche?" Jageshwar Jha is saying, no, he released the two buckets from his hands and became attentive, raised both his hands and said, "P.C. Sarkarji, can you see these two hands?" P.C. Sarkar said, "Yes, I can." He said, "There is no misdeed in this world. Whether it is murder, whether it is terrorism, whether it is robbery, that I haven't done. I have done all of this. But can you see these two hands today, P.C. Sarkar? These two hands is serving food to people. It is serving others. It is helping others. Can there be a bigger miracle, PC Sarkar? Is it possible? PC Sarkar is saying, the soil below his feet is thinking. He's stunned. He's confounded. He cannot believe. What is the formula of transformation? What's a magical formula of transformation? There can't be bigger magic than this. PC Sarkar cannot believe this. The finance minister of Bihar comes to Sisi Thakur's ashram. He goes round the ashram. He comes back to Sisi Thakur and is asking, I saw your hospital. I saw your educational institution. I saw the university. I saw the kitchen. I saw the scientific research laboratory. I saw the publication house. Where is your income? Where do you get the money to run these institutions? Sisi Thakur said, love is my expenditure and man is my income. Love is my expenditure, man is my income. I can give up a kingdom, but I cannot give up a single human being. Because every human being is a living universe. If any institution, any organization betrays a human being, that institution or organization is betraying existence. Is there any formula of running an institution? A finance minister who only believes in numbers, who only believes in financial terms and conditions, was astonished to hear a formula like this. Love is my expenditure, man is my income. That is Sisi Thakur and culture. So what is this power of love? Sisi Thakur is saying when the love concentrates, it becomes faith. It becomes adherence. And there was a devotee of Sisi Thakur, American devotee whose name was Hauserman. And he had brought another lady from Russia. And both of them were sitting near Sisi Thakur. And Sisi Thakur's messages are being read. Sisi Thakur just delivered a message. Sisi Thakur is saying, Bhakti ane Shakti. And then immediately he's asking, how's a man to translate that? And how's a man is saying, devotion brings power. So Sisi Thakur is not happy. He was not satisfied. And many other people were questioned. Nobody could give a satisfactory answer. Sisi Thakur is saying, the correct translation would be, adherence brings energy. Adherence invokes energy. So when we have adherence to the love center, that brings out energy. The energy that is imbibed in us, which can make impossible possible. So when the youngsters of Marathali have organized this action, I strongly believe they have great adherence and devotion to Sisi Thakur, to Sri Acharya Dev. That's why they have been able to organize this grand satsang, because Sisi Thakur has mercifully and kindly imbibed the energy in them, so they can do impossible possible. So that's the formula of success. That essentially explains why we need to accept Sisi Thakur at the center of our life. So scientists today have explained that our human body is composed of billions of cells, billions and billions of cells. When the whole creation started, it started with just one cell. There was division of cell, and cells multiplied. Hundreds and thousands and billions of cells were created. Living creatures were born. What is the essence of this? Every cell has an attachment towards another cell. So when I'm rude to another person, the cells within me start crying. Because the cells within me have a love for the cells that are in your body. So when I am rude to you, I misbehave with you, I'm angry with you, then the cells within my body, they start screaming as to why is this man misbehaving with something else, with somebody else. That's the scientific basis of love. Today we were having beautiful bhajans and kirtans. Every musical instrument, whether it is a kartal, whether it is tabla, whether it is harmonium, every musical instrument has its own tuning, it has own sound. But when all of them play together in one tuning, it creates melody. Similarly, when every human being in this world, when every being in this world is coming together with every other human being, with the same tuning, with the same attachment, with just one love center, that will create a beautiful melody, my dear brothers and mothers in faith. We cannot imagine what kind of melody that is going to be created. My loving brother Dhiti Bhai was talking about Dr. P.K. Parisa, who went to Sister Thakur. And there was a conversation. And they talked about, Sister Thakur explained to him about the meaning of balance in life by taking the example of a balancing scale. The same Pran Krishna Parisa, in the course of the conversation, asked Thakur, Sister Thakur, why is there so much of disharmony in this world? Why is there so much of commotion in this world? Why is there so much imbalance in this world? Sister Thakur said, have you seen a torchlight? Dr. Parisa said, yes, I have. Sister Thakur said there are different types of torchlights. One has 3 cells, another has 4 cells, probably another has just 2 cells. Dr. Parisa said, yes, I have seen those torchlights. Sister Thakur is asking him, if there is a torchlight which has 4 batteries, and you put 1 battery in one direction, 3 other batteries in another direction, will that torchlight glow? Dr. Parisa is saying, how is this possible, Sister Thakur? All of them have to be in the same direction for the light to glow. Sister Thakur is asking Dr. Parisa, if in a family, if one brother is going in one direction, another brother goes in another direction, another daughter goes in another direction, the wife goes in another direction, the husband goes in another direction, will that family ever have harmony and balance? Dr. Parisa said, not possible. Sister Thakur is saying, in a society, if some families are going in direction, another family go in another direction, another set of people go in another direction, another hundreds of thousands of people go in another direction, shall we ever have universal brotherhood, Dr. Parisa? Dr. Parisa is saying, not possible. So Sister Thakur is saying, if you want to achieve universal brotherhood, then you have to have attachment to the universal father. Without the universal father, universal brotherhood cannot be conceived, it cannot be imagined, it cannot be visualized. So this is Sister Thakur. An American was asked who came to Sister Thakur's ashram. He was asked, what is your impression about Thakur? You saw Sister Thakur. How would you describe him? He said, I can describe him in two words. He is a man with great love, with unparalleled love, and unimaginable amount of insight. A man with love and insight. I have seen many people who have got great insight. Doctors, scientists, engineers, they have great insight, but they lack love. I have seen many people who are absent, who are so caring and loving, but they are not knowledgeable. Sister Thakur Anupam Chandra is the only man in this world who combines love and insight together. A mother may have love, but she may not always know what is good for her child. A doctor may know what is the best treatment for the child, but he may not have the love and care the patient deserves. Sister Thakur Anupam Chandra is the only man in this world who combines love with insight. That is Sister Thakur Anupam Chandra. How do you describe Sister Thakur Anupam Chandra? Different people have described in different ways. Another devotee, Peter, who came from America, who was alcoholic, who after spending a few days in the satsang ashram, gave up alcohol, and he was going back to his country. Some devotees met him and asked him, "What was your experience? What did you say about Sri Thakur?" He said, "I don't care who Sri Thakur is. Many people call him the prophet. Some people call him the incarnation of God. I don't care who he is. I don't care whether he is God or the prophet or not. But I know one thing. In this world, in any point in time, if my families, if my close friends, if my near and dear ones give me up, if they desert me, if they forsake me and move ahead in life, if there is a time when there is nobody in my life, there will just be one person in this world to whose center I can always go back to. That is Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra. And he's going to give me shelter, not because of a philanthropic need, but because of a very personal necessity. It is his personal necessity to love human beings. That's his personal need, and he's the only man that I can go back to. The time is limited, but Sri Thakur's ideology in depth and in breadth is unlimited, is infinite. It is difficult to talk about Sri Thakur's ideology. Days and months and years can pass. But my dear brothers and mothers in faith, I am urging upon you with folded hands. I have seen great transformation in my life by accepting Sri Thakur. I have come from nowhere and I have reached where I have reached. My request, if you have accepted Sri Thakur Anukul Chandra in your life, follow his path, move on the path of success and fulfillment and meaning in life. But if you have not, if you don't have an ideal, don't have a love center in the life to whom you are attached, don't waste any time. Just be attached to a love center, make your life meaningful and fulfilled. Bande Purushottam.